When you warfare, you need to be intentional. Be intentional. Warfaring consists of binding, chaining. I know I gotta see myself, I'll be forgetting. It consists of binding, chaining, and caging a strong man. Okay, let's go back to the word. It says in Mark 3:27, it says, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. What is a strong man? That's the enemy and his forces. See, the enemy is real. And he has a whole kingdom, an organized kingdom. Don't give him no credit because he took the governmental structure that he has in his kingdom. He just took it from the Lord's. You got to remember, the enemy, he was first an angel of light, and he was first an angel of music, and he was over other angels. He was given responsibility from the Trinity. And when he got kicked out of heaven, he stole the governmental structure and implemented it in his own dark kingdom. Okay? So, within the kingdom of darkness, Satan is at the top. The beast and the false prophet, that's the unholy trinity. And he has a lot of principalities, rulers, authorities, as we see in Ephesians 6, starting at 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, that's what a strong man is. Satan, the beast, the false prophet, his principalities, powers, rulers, and spiritual wickedness in high places. And also agents. What is an agent? An agent is a human being who has joined the dark forces. They identify themselves as witches and warlocks, high priestess, chief priestess, voodoo priestess. They belong to the kingdom of darkness. They align with Satan. Whether they know it or not. Some people are ignorant and they feel like, well, I'm using these powers for good, so I'm not with Satan because I'm using my powers for good. You are with Satan. When you use his powers, it's not to glorify the kingdom of God. It's to glorify Satan and his dark forces. So please don't be a fool and think that you can use Satan's powers and not be a part of his kingdom. That is foolish, it's untrue, and you need to wake up. It might be somebody on this live now or within the future, and you are currently dealing with and studying and pursuing and practicing dark arts. And you think because your heart is pure, you think that your heart is pure, and you think that you're doing a good thing, you really aren't. The enemy is fooling you. The enemy is putting a wool over your eyes. And you will not inherit the kingdom of God. You will go be with your king, Satan, in the pits of hell. And that's not to be mean, it's the truth. And somebody needs to let you know. You have to get an understanding. What you're doing is wrong. If you want to do right, come on the side with Jesus Christ. He will put you on the path of where you need to be so that you can truly be effective. You think you being effective right now using Satan's powers? You are not. You are being used. And the enemy is using you. And he's going to drag you to the pits of hell where he's going. He don't love you. He don't care about you. And it ain't nothing good about him. His native language is lies, the word says. Lies. And he's good at it. So please, brothers, sisters, wake up. Wake up. Going back to spiritual warfare within the kingdom of God, you're always going to bind up the strong man. Once again, the strong man is Satan, the beast, the false prophet, his principalities, his rulers, his authorities, his spiritual wickedness in high places. Also, it's things that dominate a person, like addictions of any sort, whether it's lust addictions, alcoholism, drug addictions, lifestyles, like thugging, gang activity, prostitution, pedophilia rings, thievery rings, identity theft rings, human trafficking. Those are strong mans. And you have to bind, chain, and cage the strong man. And then you bind, chain, and cage the unclean spirits, which are lower level spirits, working with the strong man. You really walking with the Lord, and you really want to stand in your authority and the power and the dominion that he has given to you? Learn how to pray. Learn about spiritual warfare. Don't be they call it a powerless Christian. One that just gets beat up all the time because you don't study and you don't know anything. You just say with your lips that, oh, I'm a Christian. And you probably live an honorable life. One worthy of inheriting the kingdom of God. But you don't want to be a powerless Christian, though. Because Jesus Christ didn't make you powerless. And he doesn't want you to get beat up at every turn. He wants you to use the power, the dominion, the authority that he has given to you. But it requires you, brothers and sisters, to learn. Take some time out of your day, off of social media and off of watching whatever television you watch, and take some of that time and get to know how to do spiritual warfare, how to pray effectively. Get into your word. But it requires you to study. And you don't got to study everything at once. This is a life journey you're on. But you got to make the time out to study and to learn what the Lord is calling for you to learn. Don't be a powerless Christian.